Hurry up tomorrow. Yes, we should hurry up tomorrow indeed, actually. Uh, yeah. Finally, the final piece or final installment from the world of the Weeknd is here. And same like before, his content doesn't release in India, so we had to see it in our ways. So we saw it, and yeah, like we'll discuss like one by one, like what's happening, what's going on. Yes.
Yes. I remember album launched on 31st January.
Yes,
That was
yes.
the day of my man's day.
Yes, yes, yes.
So he was very happy, and I remember like we were on my terrace, and
Yes.
we were like having our own concert, having our good time, and we
We
were like playing the songs, and
yeah, we did like couple of two three things there, and we
yeah,
actually motivated a person to do a certain task. Okay, that's an inside joke. Yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
man.
man. And I remember like uh, I was I was doing something, and this album was around over 1 hour.
Okay,
So
okay.
I had to complete one task also, which was important
Yeah,
for have
yeah.
a good time.
I
So
I
I
I know, I
started
know.
doing that,
Yeah.
and I started listening to the album, and
Mhm.
it was crazy to listen all the songs. Obviously, this time the pacing of the album was different,
Exactly.
and we also went to the listening party.
Yes.
Remember, we went to the listening party,
We went
and
to official
that was
listening
also fun.
party of Hurry Up Tomorrow in India, in Bangalore. That was really amazing,
Yes,
actually.
yes, we literally, the place was also nice, and obviously
Yes.
that was the time. First time I was seeing so many Weekend fans, like
Yeah,
with
yeah.
so much craze, because mostly what events we've been through, we are the people who are more devoted towards Weekend.
Yes.
But here I could see that the people are way more crazier than this.
Exactly,
They
exactly.
know all the songs, all the lyrics,
Hmm.
and that actually made me like it was a peer pressure on me. Like I didn't know that, right? I didn't know all the lyrics. I was like, I just listened to the album only once,
Hmm.
and look at these people
Exactly.
singing
Yeah.
already.
Yeah, man. Like, I would say that Hurry Up Tomorrow like had to be one of the anticipated project from the Weekend, and he delivered it amazing, and I loved it. Yeah, but today I don't think we're talking about the album part. Album part is like it's like 10 on 10. Let's like start with the movie. Obviously, like the movie.
Which is not 10 on 10.
Yeah, we'll come back. We'll come to the point.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So.
I'm paced a little, but it's fine.
Yeah, I have few things to tell and few things to appreciate as well from this movie. I'll start with one thing, that this movie, as the Weeknd and the director says, that this movie can be watched without any context from the past albums and the Weeknd life. Even if you were a fan of the Weeknd, it makes you very easier to connect to this movie. But if you're not the Weeknd fan, but still it's a whole separate project. That's what the director and the Weeknd claims, and I somehow relate to this, somehow agree to this, because this can be looked at as a separate standalone project as well. So it was an amazing project. So I would say, if we talk about the Hurry Up Tomorrow movie, the movie, I knew like what I was getting, because before this we experienced the Idol, and Idol was not something that I would be proud to tell everyone to, yeah, you guys need to watch it, because me being a Weeknd fan, like I think that Weeknd is very amazing and very professional when it comes to music and his work. But when it comes to acting, I think he needs some time to understand that what exactly he should be doing it. But I would say that compared to Idol, Hurry Up Tomorrow movie is like way better, actually. Way better and way more. The storytelling is very good, and I would say cinematography is like on point. I really love the many scenes actually, like cinematography, the 35mm shots, the shots where it's like 4:3, and I would say the ratio is expanding and suddenly cut to 35mm. Man, like this was very amazing. I loved it. But yeah, if you talk about the cinematography part and the music part, yeah, I would say it's like 10 on 10 from my side. But from as a Weeknd acting point of view, I would say it's like still 8. I would say 8 because I still didn't connect much of the Weeknd's character as an acting point of view. But yeah, there are like few scenes in this movie where he performed very amazing, and yeah, I loved it. I love the fact that he's improved from the Idol. Like Idol was not so very good project what he performed, but I'm very happy that yeah, there's something very new, and it's very good to see that he has transformed himself as a body wise. He's lost so much weight, and he had put on that character actually. So we could see the dedication in him, and yeah, there are like few scenes I want to discuss. Like we'll start going on one by one. And what's your take on Hurry Up Tomorrow movie?
I mean, yeah. I mean, man, I won't say that the acting part was too difficult for him. Like, I mean, or was that bad, because the acting was fine.
Yeah.
According to the scenarios Abel was going through, the acting was fine. The kind of that he was facing and what kind of attitude he was giving on screen, I guess it was all right. I won't be questioning on that. Obviously, the cinematography was great. The kind of frames they achieved, and obviously how the aspect ratio is changing, was also a very creative take onto that. But I would say that the story in a film, it is about the story, right? And then all the things that you do, whether it is cinematography, whether you are playing with the aspect ratios, right? Whether you are playing with dynamic shots, it should relate to the story, right?
Yeah.
I mean, in a way that, yeah, man, the story is pretty great, and cinematography is like a plus point onto that. Like the kind of cinematography they did, the framing in the Idol series, the framing was pretty great. I mean, the frames that they composed in Idol series, it was pretty great, and the production quality was also very very much, so there is no question about the cinematography, the kind of shots they have taken. But for me, it is more about what the meaning they are trying to deliver, so because as a storyteller, you would look for the meaning, when this Abel and Annie, in the morning when they wake up and Abel wanted to leave, that was the time I was finding very genuine, like, yeah, that's how a star is. That's how a person is, because that's how things are for him. It's not like, and that was a most real shot I was able to see. Only that sequence, that the girl is more likely to be like, take me with you. And for Jenna Ortega, I won't say much, but for the Weeknd, that particular part, like, shut the fuck up, just shut up, right? How he said it.
Man.
That was the part that I liked the most, like how he's acting.
Okay, you
even
like that part?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I like the part when he was...
okay, I'll clear you one thing. Because when this movie was released in theaters, particularly this sequence was most trolled all over the internet. Actually, yeah, people were not appreciating like the other aspects of the movie, but they...
I can tell you the reason. I know
the reason.
Weeknd's voice,
Huh.
Weeknd's voice, it is not made for actually screaming on people. It is made for singing for the people. But the point is, he can be trolled because of his real voice, how he speaks.
Yeah.
But for me, how I am judging this particular part, because the people who are trolling them, no, they are not judging him on the acting part. But for me, the reaction was very true from the Weeknd side.
Yeah,
Like how that he is frustrated that why this chick is trying to, play over me so much. We had a great time. Then why does she want her to take me with take her
Exactly.
with me? Right. So that was the genuine part I liked. And although the other parts also were like he was very frustrated, I could understand. For me, the Weekend did fine for the acting part. The entire movie, he did fine, whatever the scenes he was in. But there were some moments I was like, what the fuck is going on, man? I'm
Okay.
like what I love Weekend. I love his songs. You can see that, man. That is my favorite song, and that is one of my favorite album. I love the guy. And I won't blame him that did he do a bad acting? No, man. He did good. But where the fuck is the story, man? That is what I was looking in the Idol, and that is what I was trying to figure out. I also like Jenna Ortega. I just when I watched
She was
Wednesday,
pretty cute in this.
apart from Wednesday, whatever things, whatever the movies and projects I've watched of Jenna Ortega, they are not at all great, man. So
Yeah.
and I would say the same thing about Hurry Up Tomorrow. They put up so much effort on production designing and executing the shot, right? But the story part was not there, man.
Yeah. No,
So, yeah, man.
I completely understand like what you're saying, and yeah, like before when this movie got released, there were like few press conferences, not press conference, like few magazine shots and like few interviews where the Weeknd says like what this movie is about and what the things you might expect from this movie. So there, like he mentioned that he's just playing himself. Weeknd is playing himself as Abel Tesfaye in this movie, with portraying his real life incidents, and this movie is kind of loosely based on the incident which happened in one of his After Us Till Dawn tour, one of the shows where he lost his voice during the intro of the concert. So that kind of led him to make this movie, and pretty much inspired from a whole incident actually. So I would say that when there's one thing I just want to see that when this movie was kind of loosely inspired from the incident, what happened to you in the concert where you had lost your voice, and it was very heartbreaking, and probably like people go into depression. But yeah, like that part in this movie was very less actually. This movie was mostly focused on the things what Abel and Annie were going through. Like mostly he was frustrated with Annie, like which he couldn't get, or mostly Annie. I think Annie like he portrayed her as like as a figure where what do you say, who wants to keep away from everything, but still he wants her, but still he can't get because he has other things to take care, and due to all this pressure, it's leading him to mental pressure. So that's where I kind of feel that he, like, that's what he was trying to say. But still I completely agree what you're saying. There was few scenes where I thought that from scene A to scene B, like there were like many scenes in this movie which didn't have any relation or correlation to them. Because when I was watching it, I was like very excited to see how the story is progressing, but I felt like I kind of felt like what do you say, cut off. Like suddenly there's something happening, and I want the payoff, but the payoff is not happening. But suddenly you move to other scene, and that payoff is still not settled. You move to a new scene, new scenario, new thing, everything. Yeah, there's the same thing even I face. Like yeah.
So I'll ask you a question, okay?
Yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes,
This is what I'm taking out of the movie, okay?
Yeah.
What I would have what when I was watching, what my take was.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember when Annie was burning that house,
Yeah.
and I saw Weeknd's picture.
That's
I mean,
real.
when he was a kid.
That's his real picture
Yeah.
actually. Huh?
That was his real picture, and she was burning the entire house.
Yeah.
There was a keyboard there, right?
Yeah.
Anyone who follow Weeknd, they can understand that this house belongs to a musician,
Yeah.
and this house belongs to Abel Tesfaye.
Yeah.
So when she was burning that house, I could see, like, obviously she has some kind of hatred, because in the beginning of the movie we hear that voice call that you broke me, right?
Yeah.
You made me a person,
Even-
and you did something.
Even
I
your
loved
mom
you,
would be ashamed of
something
it.
like yeah. All
That
that.
was actually too much actually.
So obviously that was not Jenna's voice. So I could see, like, it's some other woman and all. Right? That was not Jenna's voice.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Okay. I have a theory. If that is not Jenna's,
Let me
Okay.
yeah, let me just you just correct me,
Yeah.
and you put your theory in my
Okay.
storytelling only. What I am coming out, you just put your story
Yeah,
into
yeah.
that. So I was like, okay, that woman is the voice is not Jenna's, so she must be a different woman. The woman that he was watching on her phone, the pictures, that was a different woman. Okay. But when Jenna's scenes come, she was burning the house. Okay, there might be a link between these two. Like, there might be a reason that why she is burning the house. What is what there might be something went wrong, right? Whether the girl was her sister or friend or anything, that might happen, right? And then there is a 5 missed calls of mom, and then she is leaving, and then she's stealing the petrol. Okay, we can understand what kind of scenario she is in, that she's broke, she doesn't have any place to live, she's sleeping in her car. Okay, that was established, right? That she has some kind of hatred against Weeknd. Okay, then we come to the Weeknd part, where they establish what kind of life Weeknd is living, and that was pretty much clear. Like this happens with the stars, and he was making music while smoking a J. You remember when he was
exactly.
in a piano? Okay, I'm good with that. Both the scenes made some sense, right? But then Annie goes to the concert, and she's looking at the Weeknd. She's also listening to the music. She has a wallpaper of the Weeknd on her phone,
Yeah.
right? And then Weeknd lost his voice, and he looks at her. Usually, and correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, just give me an answer.
Yes.
They didn't knew each other before, right? There was no relation between these two.
I think, like, even, like, see, I watched.
Did they mention in the movie? In the movie, maybe I would have missed it. In the movie, I didn't see, or any conversation that I would have missed.
Yeah.
Do you think anything was there?
I have a theory for this. In this movie, as I didn't mention that these guys are dating. So the only conclusion what I might go for is that in the starting,
Who guys are dating? Sorry.
they're in this movie. I don't think they've like I've seen this movie for the first time. Only first time watching, I'm talking about this. So I think in this movie they have not mentioned that these guys are dating. I mean, like, they are dating, but
Jenna and the Weeknd.
yeah, in this movie.
Oh, in this movie they were dating.
Yeah.
Or they dated before.
No, they were dating, but due to some incidents, they got separated, and, like, basically not separated, but they had a lot of distance between both of them. Because if you see Lee's character, he saves her number as "don't answer." So when these guys go on plane, like, there's a scene where they sit on a plane, and Weeknd says, call her, why she's not taking my call. And Lee,
That was not Jenna, bro. It was somebody else. That was the woman that he loved.
no, like, he was calling Jenna actually, because he was written, right, "don't answer." So basically, even Lee corrects him, like, why are you not going on stage? There's one more scene where the Weeknd doesn't want to go on the stage. So what do you say? Lee comes inside the Weeknd's space, and he says, "Are you hearing the crowd outside? they're waiting for you. You don't go there, and people want you, and you are like the almighty for them, and they're like you get they get power from you. So there he consoles him, and yeah, I think there's like the iconic scene where I Can't Fucking Sing sample is taken from that scene actually. So yeah, so I would say that when because Lee knows that what's going on is Abel's life, that yeah, there's one girl who's not talking to him or not in good terms because Weeknd is so busy touring and he's busy in his own life, and he's dealing with multiple women. He's always partying. In other interviews where the Weeknd says in his previous past few years earlier, he was doing party, he was into many addictions, and he didn't know what to do in his life. So that's when Lamar Taylor, who is Weeknd's best friend now and / creative director now, and by the way, Lamar's role is loosely inspired from Lee's character. So Lee is playing Lamar, basically like not completely, but kind of loosely inspired from his character. And we see even Lamar in one of the scenes where he's about to enter the stage for a Wake Me Up song. So that's when his manager and his best friend, we see him in the movie as well. So I would say that, yeah, I would say because Weeknd had this multiple women thing and multiple addictions, so he wasn't giving a lot of attention to Annie, which he's supposed to do. So that's the reason.
But bro, my question is,
Yeah.
Annie, you remember the scene where Weeknd was looking at his phone and he was looking at some pictures.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
in that picture, Annie was not there. Some other woman was there.
Exactly.
It was not Annie, bro.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So, and the Weeknd, and Weeknd told Lee to call his ex.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And he saved her number as don't answer. Right?
Yeah.
So that is not also Annie.
Yeah.
Right?
See, there's one conclusion for this. In the end of the movie, you have seen that bedroom scene where Jenna Ortega ties Weeknd's legs in the bed, and she asks who did you write this song for? Like Blinding Lights. Why did you write this song? Who did you write for? She plays Gasoline. She asks like who did you write this song for? Is it me or is it who? Why did you write this song? So basically, I think, I might be wrong, but I think that she was never the girl what the Weeknd or Abel were looking, or they weren't meant to each other, because at that time Weeknd was not for Annie, but he had like many other relationships. So she was just confronting that what is the truth. She was just confronting him that what is the truth. You still with me, or do you want me in life? So I think that's what.
They were never together, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, they were never together.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So just by having one night, she just wanted him to be with him.
Yeah.
Her.
And even Weeknd had that obsession that I need Annie in my life. But
so he said it that I don't want you to leave. And for that, what I concluded that he must be remembering the girl that he loved. So sometimes it happened that even if you are with somebody, right, you might remember something and then you say something for them. But they might think that you are talking to them, because when he said it like don't ever leave me, I understood that it is not about Annie. It is about the girl that he loved. Annie would have thought that he said it, and he should have cleared it that I wasn't talking, I was in somewhere else. So that is my point, man.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So basically here what I think is, in his mind, he's thinking that she's only the girl what I'm loving, but in real life he's not loving her actually. He's just having a perspective, a perspective that she might be the love of his life, but in real life he never liked her, basically he's just he's always behind girls and he's doing this parties. He doesn't care for anyone actually. So that's what I feel actually.
Oh man, if it is talk about Annie, no, I don't think he ever felt love towards Annie. He had a great time,
Yeah.
and he loved the girl that was not answering him. It's just the point is maybe he was fucking around. That's why the girl is not it's not talking to him. That I understand.
Yeah.
But why? And now Annie is like putting herself into that situation and doing all this, playing songs, acting like a psycho. And I thought she might had a bigger reason to do this. And why did she burn the house of Weeknd?
See, I don't know the answer, but I think that just because I think this might be a metaphorical reference. Like, I think if you heard moth to flame, like moth, it's very beautiful. When it comes to the flame, it's attracted to flame, but you know that when moths go to the flame fire, they burn themselves. So I think that when you're attracted to someone, they destroy you completely, like completely destroy you. So I think this might be a metaphoric reference. I'm not sure like what director meant for the scene, because I watched this movie only for one time actually. So maybe in second watch, or if I see like a lot of theories online, or if there is a director describing of the scene, then I might know what's happening. But since I watched it,
Bro,
yeah,
I've seen you watching movie for the first time and coming up with good theories.
yeah.
And you know a lot about Weekend, but still you are confused about the fact
See,
that
that's what I'm
the
saying.
hell is going on.
I'm kind of confused because there are like 2-3 things. Because when this movie is really what do you say? This movie is kind of loosely inspired of the Weeknd's old past life, like what he was doing in his early days. So I'm not sure, is it like they showed his early days, or is it like the incident what is going in his mind? That thing I'm not clear, because
What what the hell was that dream? Okay, I understood that in
ha,
dream they showed the kid the language that he was speaking. It is the origins of the Weekend, because
yes, yes.
he's from like in the middle of South
He's
Africa
from
or Africa.
Ethiopian
I don't
culture.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that they wanted to reflect. But what was the meaning of that?
See, even I think this dream sequence, because there's a song in Hurry Up Tomorrow album which is called Red Terror. So Red Terror is song which says, so basically in that song, if you hear it, the mother of the Weeknd is saying for his child that like Weeknd was born in very rough situation where his dad wasn't there. His dad was never there actually. So his mom was only his mom was only person who raised him, and they moved from that place to Canada. So I think that's the dream. Because I remember like the Weeknd, like in few interviews he said that it was very hard to raise him because it was only single parent, and I think he and his cousins were there, so it was very hard childhood for him. But somehow he had like a lot of traumas, so he had to overcome, and he had to get out of his career. So I think he was just reflecting, and that dream sequence was something where he was thinking about childhood, where basically in Rector, if you see, there is a lyrics where he says that some snow or something, they talk about some snow cold. So I think that's where like they show that what the dream sequence and how scary it might be of his childhood days. So that's what I think.
But bro, I feel disconnected there. Literally, if like, can you remember the things that you just told me?
Yeah.
And they had to write just beside of the screen while people are watching it and reading it, that how it is related to.
Yeah.
You said it like director said that the people who haven't
Ha.
like watched previous or listen previous albums of the
Yeah,
Weeknd,
yeah.
they don't know very much about the Weeknd. How would they be interested to know what is going on in this particular scenario?
Exactly.
You know,
No,
why
I
would they be
I
interested?
completely get it.
So
Yeah.
no, because and you are able to understand all that because you research all that because you
Mm.
are interested in that. But a movie is more about,
Yeah.
especially when a director is saying that the people who doesn't know much about Weekend, they can also watch it. I don't think so,
Yeah.
because
No,
as the people who,
that's what they claimed in interviews.
you know
Yeah.
and okay, they were trying to create some kind of references and all
Mm.
like metaphorically they were trying to do something, but I was not able to get it.
Yeah.
Like literally I was very very disconnected. Uh, it feels like there is a series and they have taken some sequences from that series and they made a two
Yeah.
hours shit together. So
No,
that's all.
I completely get it, because when I starting of the episode I told that there are some scenes where it doesn't feel the continuity of the movie actually. You enjoy
Hmm.
some scenes, but it's kind of it disconnected, and you start with another scene. So I felt this from first time watching it, but I think I need some conclusions and theories like what might be, because I think this
Then she
movie.
killed Lee, man. I hated that part so much.
Ah,
You know,
yeah. Man, Lee was amazing person, and he had very less screen time, but still, I don't know why Annie
he was
killed.
acting very good, man.
Yeah, bro. Obviously, Barry Cohen. Barry is amazing actor, actually.
Yeah, man. But still, man, matlab, it was not worth seeing him dying, man.
Yeah.
What did you conclude there? He
Exactly.
died that, oh, she can do all that psychopath thing. But what she is concluding there?
Hmm. Yeah.
Nothing. I mean, nothing. You are concluding nothing there. At least Lee would have been there. He could have done. But by the
Yeah.
end of the sequence, now I was like, it's only 20 minutes are left. I don't think they are gonna do anything about it. They
Hmm.
are just gonna end up, hurry up tomorrow.
Exactly.
I was like, just hurry up and just end it.
You know,
That is what I was like.
one more thing. Like a lot of people will agree. During the rollout of Hurry Up Tomorrow, when as soon as the Dawn FM stopped, like Dawn FM ended, and there was speculation that Weekend is working on new album and new stuff. So
When was it?
during when Dawn FM, you remember there's one piece of from Amazon Prime where he did his concert for Dawn FM thing.
Uh,
So that was the last piece of Dawn FM,
back 2022. I remember.
2022, I guess. Yeah. So that's when
Mm-hmm.
like everything stopped and he started working on Idol. So I remember like when this Idol got finished, we got to know that Weekend is working on some new project we know that he's working on new album, and a lot of Weekend's producers, a lot of his music composers were just giving glimpses that something big is coming in terms of music. Obviously it was delivered like what they claimed, and then when the album got released, we got to know that this movie, what the Weeknd and the director was promoting this, like in whenever Weeknd used to go out in public, he used to wear a t-shirt called like untitled film by the Weeknd and Edward Schultz. So we didn't know what the title is. So when Weeknd finally revealed that this album is connected to a movie which is conclusion of this whole trilogy what he's making, but still I feel that there are many flaw. What do you say? Things weren't in his play. Like how After Hours were delivered like with perfect. It was like very perfect to the point till now. I feel that in terms of releasing Hurry Up Tomorrow, there were so many difficulties what he faced, and we could clearly see, because you could see that album cover got changed twice, and I was reading Reddit sometime back that During
One was the eye, and one was his close up, right?
yeah. So and during the album release, one video got leaked from his channel, and which is baptized by fear. So he had to private it very soon, and 10:30 IST the album got released. And before album also, like many wildfire happened, so 1 week delay. And yeah, and like few producers left him, and because I don't know what internally was going on, but I would say that yeah, releasing Hurry Up Tomorrow was actually very how do you say, not so good experience from his side, because he had told in interview that he had to release this because it is his final installment. But now when I watch this movie, I still have many questions like what was it, and I definitely need some answers actually.
I would say like the way he makes music, no, it makes him a person
Yeah,
that people want to know,
exactly.
and it would be good
Yeah,
if they are getting to know you through your albums.
yes,
That is the best way. That is like a gift. You
Yes.
gave them After Hours. You gave them Dawn FM. Now, and then you gave them Hurry Up Tomorrow.
yes,
And people are like, yeah, there are 3 phases of life, and the third phase is entirely different from
Exactly.
first, right? So because and even in Dawn FM, we could see that yeah, he still has the part of the pain that he had in After Hours. But
Yeah.
in Hurry Up Tomorrow, he is entirely a different person because he's talking about his mother,
Yeah, yeah.
and the other things are there. So
Yeah.
that makes us more curious that yeah, what kind of
We
star he is. But
Yeah.
the movies,
Yeah, actually, you know what?
The
When
movie
when
was-
Hurry Up Tomorrow was in production, and when Dawn FM ended, everybody in the fandom thought that next album would be Afterlife. Like, finally, the Weeknd persona is gonna retire, and it's gonna be Afterlife and very soothing sort of music. But when like the Weeknd released a magazine interview, he told there's no afterlife from the next chapter. It's something that I'm reborning and rebranding myself. That's where even I got confused. Like, how is it connected? Like, what is the thing you're trying to deliver? Because stories from After Hours and Dawn FM were pretty much clear, like what we expected. After Hours is like death, and Dawn
After Hours, so it's man,
After Hours is legendary.
it's
Yeah.
like a legendary thing, bro.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we pretty much we were clear that After Hours is death, and Dawn FM is purgatory, and the next album, which is Hurry Up Tomorrow, should be Afterlife. But he said, yeah, this will not be Afterlife. And there is a song in Hurry Up Tomorrow where he's in Wake Up Tomorrow, Wake Me Up intro song. He says there's no afterlife. So that's where I got confused. Like, how is this connected? Just because you're rebranding, you've made this whole thing, or like I have a theory, because for the whole 10, 11 or 12 years, whatever, Weeknd has always been off, apart from everything. Like he's just released music and he just goes. He doesn't come on interviews, or he doesn't do any public shows. So people know him, and they've kept that that memory of him, that yeah, he's the guy who's like this. But suddenly when Hurry Up Tomorrow is coming close to theaters, there are like 20 interviews of him and there are like multiple interviews, multiple YouTube videos, and suddenly people are exposed to him, that yeah, even this guy talks. And it's still very funny to see that people comment down till date that it's the first time I'm listening to his voice. If people till now they comment the same thing. Actually, yeah, but I get it. Like I feel that in the music videos he doesn't talk or he doesn't do anything, so that's the reason it looks amazing. But now people are not used to him to listen to him, and they're not used to see him in acting point of view apart from music videos. So I think people are not accepting him right now. But I hope like in the future projects, so the Weeknd he told his plan for the next decade that he's gonna make music, but not make music as his primary thing. He's gonna make films. He's gonna open a production company, which is Manic Face, and he's gonna do acting as well. So I think that he's gonna get better and better. I hope so. But yeah, let's see.
Yeah, man. Let's see, because we won't be getting so much listening.
Yeah.
So
And
let's
yeah, and I remember like one of the interviews where I saw like now he doesn't know that what is next coming from his side, or might be he knows that he's not saying anything, because now you see, now the Weeknd is gone. Now it's Abel Tesfaye. Now I'm eager to see what's coming in the store. What type of music can we hear from his side? What type of storytelling might be from his side? Because now there's no killing, there's no violence, blood, regret, loss, heartbreaks. Nothing is there now. Now it's just Abel Tesfaye. So I'm excited to see that what kind of music he'll be making now. Will that be very poppy music, or it'll still be related to the Weeknd, where he experiences death, fear, anxiety, loss, heartbreak. So now I'm excited like what he might bring to this decade now. I'm excited.
Yeah, man. Let's see how it works out, because for now, I would say the movie was not that great, and but it's fine, man. I guess if he's gonna start a production company and start making films and all.
Yeah.
So
basically,
he might get more experience.
Yeah,
in
he
doing
actually
that.
he debuted his production company by Idol. So Idol was his first project from his production company, which is called Manic Face.
That was. Yeah, man. It's let's see how how much.
For your
Because in the music part,
yeah,
he is
and
elite.
for your information,
For
like,
the film, let's figure it out. Man.
yeah, and for your information, I'll give you one fun fact. So Weeknd's production company name is Manic Face, and Beauty Behind the Madness was not called Beauty Behind the Madness before. So Beauty Behind the Madness album was supposed to be named as Manic Face, but that got changed later, and they changed it to Beauty Behind the Madness. So Manic Face was taken from that name, and now he launched it for Idol. So that is like very. When I got to know this, I was like, okay, nice.
Oh, nice, man. Like all these references when he pulls them out, it's good to see all that.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's see how the future projects goes. Whether they are films, whether they are albums.
Exactly, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, this is it. This is it from our side. This is a discussion from the Hurry Up Tomorrow, and let us know your thoughts. Tell us the theories, what we were asking in this film, and comment down below if you think that you have answers to it, because I genuinely want to know that what I'm looking for. Please comment down below. It would be amazing. And yes, let us know how you like the discussion and how you like the Hurry Up Tomorrow movie. It would be great to see.
Yeah, guys, please. I can subscribe, guys. See you later.
Yes. See you. Bye bye.